It was almost midnight. The house was quiet. Too quiet. I was about to sleep when my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something felt strange. I answered. Hello? For a few seconds, no one spoke. Then a voice said softly, "Is this Daniel?" I frowned. "No, you have the wrong number." There was silence again. Then the voice said something that made my heart stop. "But this number was written in the notebook I found in your old house." My old house? I sat up in bed. "I moved from there 2 years ago," I said slowly. The person on the phone breathed quietly. Then they asked, "Then why is your name written next to the words, 'Don't forget what happened here'?" Suddenly, I wasn't sleepy anymore. I held the phone tighter. "Where did you find that notebook?" I asked. "In the attic," the voice replied. "The attic?" I repeated. "Yes, the house was empty. I moved in last week." My chest felt heavy. I remembered that attic. Dust, old boxes, things people forget. "What else is written there?" I asked slowly. I heard pages turning. "There are dates," the voice said, "and small notes." "Like what?" Another pause. Then they read one line aloud. "June 14. I heard footsteps again, but I was alone in the house." A cold feeling moved through me. I remembered that night. I was alone. Or at least, I thought I was. "What is your name?" I asked. "Liam," he said. Then he added quietly, "There is one more thing." My heart beat faster. "What?" "The last page," Liam said slowly, "has only one sentence." I waited. Then he read it. "If someone finds this notebook, call this number." Silence filled the phone. Then he said, "And under that sentence, there is your name." For a moment, I didn't know what to say. My name? In that notebook? "Listen," I finally said. "I need to see that notebook." There was a short pause. "You want to come here?" Liam asked. "Yes." The words came out faster than I expected. "Tonight?" I looked at the clock. 12:17 a.m. Part of me wanted to forget everything, go back to bed. But another part of me needed answers. "Yes," I said. "Tonight." 30 minutes later, I was driving through the quiet streets. The city was asleep. Streetlights passed slowly above me. And then I saw it. The house. My old house. Nothing had changed. The same windows, the same front door. But tonight, it felt different. Liam opened the door. He looked young, maybe in his 20s. "You came fast," he said. "I needed to know," I replied. He led me inside. The house smelled like dust and old wood. Everything felt smaller than I remembered. Then Liam pointed upstairs. "The attic is up there." My heart beat harder with every step. We climbed slowly. When he opened the attic door, cold air rushed out. Old boxes stood in the corners, and in the middle of the floor was a small wooden table. On it, the notebook. I walked closer. My hands felt strangely familiar touching it, like I had done it before. I opened the last page and froze, because under the sentence, "Call this number," there was my name, written in my handwriting. I stared at the page. "That's my handwriting," I whispered. Liam looked confused. You mean you wrote this? I I don't remember. My hands felt cold. I turned the page again. Then again. The notes looked familiar. The dates, the short sentences. Slowly, small memories started returning. The attic, the quiet nights, the strange footsteps. I used to come up here, I said slowly, late at night. Liam watched silently. I thought someone was in the house, I continued, but every time I checked, no one was there. My heart beat faster. Then I remembered something else. One night, a sound behind me. Soft breathing. I closed the notebook quickly. There was someone here, I said. Someone? Liam asked. I nodded. I heard them moving, very slowly. The attic suddenly felt colder. Liam looked around the dark corners. Did you ever see them? He asked. I swallowed. Yes. For the first time, since entering the attic, I saw a shadow near the window. Liam stepped back slightly. And, he asked quietly. I looked at the window again, the same place, the same corner. Then I said the words that made the room silent. I thought it was a stranger. I paused. But now, I'm not so sure. The attic was silent. Too silent. Liam looked at me, waiting. What do you mean? He asked. I walked slowly toward the window, the same place where I once saw the shadow. I thought it was someone watching me, I said, but I never told anyone. Why? Liam asked. Because the next morning, I wasn't sure it really happened. I opened the notebook again. The last page shook in my hands. Then I noticed something I hadn't seen before. A small note written at the bottom. Very small, almost hidden. I read it slowly. If I start forgetting again, this notebook will remind me. Liam frowned. Forgetting what? I looked at him. Then I said the truth I had been afraid to say. I used to live here alone, I said, but something strange started happening. What kind of strange? Liam asked. I began hearing footsteps, I replied. Doors opening, things moving. Liam looked toward the dark corners again. And the shadow? He asked quietly. I took a deep breath. The shadow wasn't a stranger. I paused. It was me. Liam stared in confusion. What do you mean? I closed the notebook. 2 years ago, I said slowly, I started having memory problems. Some nights I would walk in my sleep. I pointed at the notebook. So I wrote everything down, every sound, every night. Liam looked shocked. You mean all those footsteps were mine? I finished. Silence filled the attic. Then Liam laughed softly, not out of fear, out of relief. So the house isn't haunted, he said. I smiled for the first time that night. No, I replied, just a little confusing. I looked around the attic one last time. The mystery was never in the house. It was in my memory. And thanks to that old notebook, I finally remembered.